Morning everyone, it's 25 to 8 on Thursday and I've had the worst back to work week I could have thought of. Been ill again. Woke up 4 a.m. sort of Tuesday morning, stomach on fire, and I spent the last 2 days in bed. I won't go into too much detail, but let's say it was a stomach problem, and I've hardly ate, and I'm exhausted. Yeah, so everyone's back in work. I've got a list as long as my arm of bits I need to do. I've managed to do little bits. I didn't do anything on Tuesday. Literally lay in bed and slept. In between getting up, obviously. And then yesterday, managed to get some work in the morning, but then had to go get back in bed again. Still had to pick the kids up, which was, fun. I had them. And then today, I've got to take my mum to the hospital. I'm still not 100% better. So I'm literally about to leave. So my stomach feels better today, but I'm not looking forward to sitting in the hospital for 4 hours, put it that way, with an hour's journey there because of traffic. Yeah, so absolutely shocking week. Absolutely fucking shocking. I need to do a load of site visits. So I'm going to have to somehow squeeze them into tomorrow. I've then got the kids on Saturday and then we're on holiday. But one positive is it's great everyone else is back in work who works for me. Fucking hell it is. Yeah, it's nice. I can not think now. You know what? Christmas has made me realise, how much other people help me out. Even though I only did little bits over Christmas, it was that constant thinking, whereas now I can just switch my brain off. Sort of, if you know what I mean. I've still got my own stuff, but yeah, it's been an absolute nightmare. So I'm literally about to walk out the house now. Don't really know what else to say. Gonna have a busy day tomorrow. Busy day. Oh well. Right, off to the hospital and then the orthodontist with my daughter. Afternoon. Well, it's just at 3 o'clock and I've finally finished with hospital appointments. My wrist. And orthodontist appointments. So I'm gonna nip into Newchurch now because I know the plumbers were in there. Oh, hang on, is it the plumber? In fact, I'm lost where I'm up to. I think the plasterers have actually been in. So I'm gonna go in, see where they're up to. 454 Bakeup Road, should have had the carpets done today. I'm passing that. So if the carpet fitters are in there, we'll nip in there. And then it's back home, hopefully for 4:30. Yeah, so long day, achieved absolutely nothing this week. Have just had the pleasant experience of a tenant threatening to beat me up, as you do, because he's late with his rent and he's ignored all the emails we've sent him. And then, despite the fact that we said it's all right for him to pay next Friday, he's still kicking off. And honestly, it's bloody tiring working with these people. But it is what it is. All been sorted now with the tenant. He's calmed down. No helping some people. So yeah, right, off to Newchurch because I need to refresh my memory so we can get the next bit of works scheduled in. Yeah, that's it. So, and then tomorrow will be definitely site visit day, because obviously I'm away on Sunday. I have the kids on Saturday, so I have to get out tomorrow, no matter whether my legs are hanging off. So I know I'm going Mount Pleasant, that's a definite. I went to Ingham Street the other day and took images, so I know what the jobs are for that. So I'm going to get Matt scheduled in next week for that. And then I think there's just a couple of other little bits that I need to pick up tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a long work day, I feel, to make sure that I'm sorted for next week, so everything's covered. So see you in a bit. Well, me being useless as always, plasters haven't been in because they're not due until the 16th, which is next week. So that was a pointless trip to 348. So I was passing anyway. So I know where I'm up to now, waiting on plastering. So can't do anything else. So yeah, just gonna nip past Bacup Road now. Fingers crossed carpet fitters are done and we've got something to look at. Otherwise this is a bit of a shit section of video, isn't it? So we have the carpets in now. Oh, that was meant to be a whistle, hang on. No, it's not working. My lips aren't working. Let's have a, so let's come in here. Oh yeah, looks good. So plasterer came in and has obviously done that little bit there. So we're gonna have a little bit of woodwork to finish off skirting wise, and then that section there. Yeah, looks so much better. Then obviously the kitchen. So I should be able to get some staging images. If I get Matt in to do that, we should get some listing images for, I can nip over Saturday. And we could do viewings next weekend. So again, nice and straightforward. Oh. Change that light bulb because it's yellow light and it doesn't look nice. And then the bathroom. There we go. Job's a good one. So yeah, I think we get that done tomorrow. I can get some images taken, and then next week we can get the little bits of snagging finished off for viewings, and we're on the rental market. So yeah, really happy. Good afternoon. What day is it? We're Friday 25 to 1. Still haven't got over this stomach bug illness thing. Feel awful. I'm still feeling really bad. I've just forced myself to go to the gym. But I've not ate today. I've hardly ate yesterday, hardly ate the day before, and hardly ate the day before. So probably feeling a bit drained, with a lack of food more than anything. But I need to get some work done. So we are off to 5 or 6 houses now. We had a completion this week, I think it was Wednesday. So first site visit on that. mentioned quite a while ago about a tenant eviction. Let me just adjust that a bit, it's moving. A tenant eviction. Well, we had the bailiffs booked in for next week because obviously the tenant won't reply to us, and then suddenly got a random email from them today saying they moved out at the end of November and they forgot to tell us or something like that, which we know is a lie because it's just going to bounce about this. We know that's bullshit because Matt went round and they had the Christmas decorations up in the window in December. So tenants so I'm going to nip there and actually see if they have moved out or if they're just being smart asses. Not looking forward to how that property will look, because it's very rare that we have someone in arrears who's been evicted who leaves the house clean and tidy, but we could be shocked, who knows. So combination of new property, ex-rental, well, not ex-rental, tenant moving out, and then a few that being advertised for rent. Not gonna lie, as usual, I'm not 100% sure. I just know that I've booked them in and I'm going, so there's a reason for it. So yeah, I've been had one of those moments today while I was driving back from the gym, listening to that hypnotist guy. Is it Paul McKenna? He's just done a podcast with someone. He was talking about the 80-20 principle. So basically, where 80% of your problems are caused by 20% of whatever. So you start to reflect on your own sort of whatever, and I was thinking, work-wise, what is it that causes me the most stress, the most issues, consumes most of my time? And the answer is, within the renovations that we do, it's the big renovations. So the 25-35 grand renovations, they, for me personally, are the more stressful, because obviously the major renovations, there's more stuff that can go wrong, there's more stuff that can cost more money for the client, there's more issues with them. I don't earn much money out of them doing the renovations, so why am I doing them? Bing. So this year I really want to focus on sort of making my personal life and my work life a little bit easier, trying to cut out the stresses that I don't need, things like that. So the obvious answer is that from a sourcing perspective, we basically don't do the major renovations anymore. We don't need to. We don't need that little bit of sourcing income. I don't need the shit that goes with it. I don't need the stress of working my ass off to try and keep renovation budgets in line with whatever's happening and whatever issues happening, and I just don't need it. So spoke to Peter, who does the majority of the sourcing for me, and I've just said we're not doing them anymore. I don't want to do them. We can do the turnkey stuff. Sweet you again. We can do the turnkey stuff, we can do kitchens and bathrooms, we can do the redecorating, we can do all those sort of things, but when it comes to proper shitholes that require significant works, yeah, why put myself through it? What am I gaining from it? I'm gaining nothing at all. I get the sourcing fee, granted. I get a little bit for project management, which I don't get enough for the stress it puts me through, far from it. And then it also has the negative effect on any other renovations we're doing and things like that, and you know, the time constraints, because it means it takes up huge amounts of resources. You know, for that one property I could probably do 5 others that are smaller, so it just doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's where we're at. I ain't doing them no more. So I know we've got a couple going through at the moment for clients, but the reality is, sourcing wise, you won't see major renovations coming through anymore now. It's just going to be relatively simple stuff. I think it's better for myself, it's better for my clients, because that way, you know, with the simpler stuff, there's less that can potentially go wrong and cost more money. Because there's absolutely nothing worse. I feel personal stress because I don't want these projects to go over budget for clients, and it's not fair on the clients, and I feel really responsible, because ultimately I'm the one who said, yeah, that'll cost X amount of money, and then we start the work and we find issues, and then I need to try and claw it back from here or do this there, and then I'm not giving that service that I really want to give. You know, I want to give good service. I want my clients to have a great time. I want it to be easy for them. So yeah, that's today's epiphany. Epiphany, lovely word. So yeah, not doing them anymore. Like I said, I don't need the stress. I don't want my clients to have the stress. So yeah, take away 80% of your stress from the 20% that causes it, and I'd say that's probably 15% all day long. Anything else is just pretty minor. So yeah, there we go. Right, I'm gonna go. I'm about 7 minutes off the first property in Burnley, so I'll see you in a second. So this is my first visit at Richmond Street in Burnley. Strange, this one. Left lots of toys, bits of furniture. No, full box of Lego there, which I'm going to take for my lad because he loves Lego. This property is having a damp proof course downstairs. So I think there's damp there, probably damp there. Just need to check. And then again in the dining room, so obviously you can see I've left all the furniture, fridges, washing machines, tumble dryers, you name it. I think that all needs damp proofing, and potentially this section here. We are down for a new kitchen. So again, some more appliances. We've even left all our food. It's strange how people leave houses. Making me feel a bit sad, this one. I don't know why. Yeah, it just seems strange how lots of stuff's been left. So, new kitchen. It may have a new bathroom down as well. Let's go upstairs, have a look. So upstairs we've got 2 bedrooms. We've got a master bedroom here. So again, whoever lived here has left everything. I don't know if it was a rented property or... I've no idea. Just seems so strange, people leaving so much stuff, but it is what it is. Got a good sized second bedroom, so you can see been some sort of damp issues here. And a bit of roof staining there from the roof. And we go down this corridor into the bathroom, which white suite, white sink, white toilet. Again, there's been some sort of issues. So we'll get the roofer booked in. So the first plan with this is I'll get Matt in to do some minor bits of work like removing curtains, blinds, little things like this, so the mirror, that. Look, they've even left the toothbrushes. Remove that, remove things like that. Then I'll get the waste guys in, they'll completely gut the property, carpets, furniture, everything. Give me a nice blank canvas then. Then we'll get the damp proofing works done. And then get the kitchen ripped out, measure that up. If the bathroom's coming out, remove that. Well, we've even got the kids' gauges. And Dad was tall. Dad was 6 foot something, according to that. Yeah, get it all ripped out and then we can start putting everything back together again. Zoom back out again. So I've already been round, got all the images that I need to get the jobs together. It's like the back garden, get all that cleared by the waste lads, just completely gut and clear everything. And then we can start renovating this for the client. So my next site visit, hopefully the property will be completely gutted. We'll have started the damp proof works and then I can get measured up for the kitchen and just see what works are required next stage. If you're looking for a hands-free property investment opportunity, then why not get in touch with us? We handle your property sourcing requirements, we'll handle the property renovation, you know, we even handle the full management service for you. So if you're someone who's busy and you need someone to take over every element of the process for you, you just want to sit back and reap the rewards of passive income, then you know what, we can help you. We've been in this game now for 7 years, 200 properties, sourcing, renovation and management. So why not get in touch, have a chat and see if we can help you. So here we are at Cross Street in Accrington. Tenant has moved out and this one's just been re-advertised on the rental market, and in all honesty the tenant's left it in half decent condition, which is really nice. There are some minor things like that, and then where they've touched up paint. Again, there's a bit of damage there and they've touched that up. Walking into the kitchen, it's been left nice and clean, which again, it's not something that we often get. Yeah, the condition of how this has been left. Oh, left the garden with no waste. If only all tenants would do this, And moving on up to upstairs. So on this carpet here, there's just a little bit of fraying that will get sorted. It's obviously been caught at some point. This particular wall just looks tired. I think that could just do with a fresh coat of paint, in all honesty. Then into the smaller bedroom. Again, nothing. Little look outside. Then into the bathroom. Oh, some minor bits there, where it's just been touched up by the tenant. And then bathroom, yeah, clean, tidy. toilet seat needs tightening, and then it's the tiny bit of it just needs a bit of caulking and painting there. But yeah, on the whole, absolutely brilliant. Oh, so probably replace that as well. It's just looking tired now. Yeah. So any tenants who might potentially be watching, this is how you leave a property. I know how you found it. Who'd have thought it, eh? So yeah, really happy with this one. We've got viewings on here tomorrow. Yeah, brilliant. So off to the next one. So over the Christmas period, we have had the plumbers in. So they've gone through the property and done a complete first fix. This is the pile of crap that has now built up. So next job will be to get Matt in to basically go through the property and give it a good tidy and clear everything out. So you've got things like pipes are infrareds, the kitchen's fully out, and this is going to be the location for the boiler. So we're going to utilise this space here. The window fitter has been round this week to measure up for all the windows and doors that need doing. All this tiling needs to come off still, so that'll get done at some point next week. The electrician is due in at the end of the month for his first fix. So then going upstairs. So the framing work's now been done, so we've framed off here because that doorway is no longer in use. Just close this door so we can get a better view. So we've created corridor now here. So you've got good sized bedroom at the front. And you can see where that's been framed off. So now you'll walk up here into the rear of the property. So we've opened up above the stairway, then you get into this second corridor. So this is now the bathroom. Walking down, you'll then have the second bedroom, again really good size, and then the old bathroom will become another bedroom. So what we'll be doing here is all of this plaster in the entire room basically needs to come off back to brick because it's absolutely sodden. I'll zoom in on it. It's just damp and wet. So all back to brick. And then we can wait for the roof works to get done. And then it can be plastered. There's absolutely no point in us doing any plastering works here until the roof's repaired. So again, just see how damp this is. So all this needs to go off back to brick. So yeah, moved on quite a nice amount. And then little things like just removing all this bit of wallpaper here so all that can get skimmed when it's needed. But yeah, it's definitely taken shape. Big difference. So yeah, just try and get Matt in probably next week just for a good tidy clear out. And then wait for the electricians. And then I'll check the date for the roofer, and then we can start putting everything back together then. So welcome to Cross Street in Oswald Twistle. You've just seen one property that was left nice by the tenants, and this is one that's just been left a little bit rough around the edges. So yes, there's some wear and tear, so the flooring's come away now. I think the reality is this is sort of past it now. New flooring's going to be required, but tenants have left like the doors dirty, everything's dirty, stained, mucky. The flooring, the dining room again, starting to show signs of wear. Little bits here and there. So I think the reality is we need new flooring in here. There has been some roofing works done. So the chimney stack's been repaired, so we need to sort that out. That just needs sorting. And it does look as though there's a little bit of rising damp now in this wall and a bit on this wall. So we'll do some downstairs damp proofing. Let's have a look under the stairs. So again, tenants just left loads of crap. So yes, there are some maintenance issues that we need to look after, but there's also a lot that the tenant has it's just grubby, really grubby. So again, this was the original floor that had been painted. I think best bet is we just we get carpet in the living room, just completely replace all of this. But you know, things like this, look, they've not even cleaned the oven. Crap in the drawers, crap in the cupboards, just crap. Spoke to the tenant and they said the council was coming collecting this apparently, which I find hard to believe. So we'll contact the tenant and ask them for evidence. Otherwise, we'll just take it out the deposit for the waste removal. So yeah, this one's been left grubby and slightly disappointing, in all honesty. Oh, there you go. Door handle missing. Everything's just dirty. You know, nails in the wall, which they're not meant to do. Damage in the wall. Hooks on the wall. Then moving upstairs, so that's another bit of the damp that I mentioned from this wall. So we'll hack that back to brick and get that skimmed in. Get a carpet clean up upstairs. You can see it's a bit grubby. It really needs a lick of paint now throughout. It's just, look, there's another door. I'm struggling to focus on that. Look at that. Just grubby, 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 grubby. Moving into the bathroom again. You know, it's just filthy. We'll remove this shower screen completely now and put a rail in, because they're more watertight. But again, tenants left stuff, left stuff, left stuff, left stuff. Yeah. Just minging. Yeah. You know, another screw in the wall, thank you. Moving into the bedroom. So, oh, zoom out, sorry. So this room, again, it's fine, it's just grubby, so it's going to need a lick of paint. You know, things like this. Just needs cleaning, resealing. And then up into the attic bedroom. Again, marks on the doors. More rubbish left. Moving upstairs, so just general damage. just needs repainting now. Now again, damage. And then this carpet is now worn, so obviously it's where they've been coming up the stairs. That's not the tenant's fault, that's just life. These carpets were in the property when the client bought it, so you know it is to be expected. And then you can see where someone's marked on that. You know, they've had something against the wall there. They've filled holes in the ceiling where they've had something but not painted it. Yeah, really disappointing. It's not a problem because we will claim everything back that obviously the landlord's owed, but from a handover perspective, like I said, yeah, there's some issues that are not the tenant's fault, but that doesn't sort of mean you leave the house grotty, does it? So yeah, we did hope to get a decent handover on this one so we could list it straight away, but we are now going to be delayed for a few weeks while we get the works done that are needed. So yeah, a little bit gutted on this one, but it's not the end of the world, I suppose. Like I say, anything that's, you know, tenant responsibility, we'll get the money back out the deposit, and then the landlord will fix his other little issues that he's aware of. So yeah, so this is how not to leave a property. Grubby, dirty and a little bit minging. So there we go. Right, off to the next one. So just got to Libsey Branch Road. Sorry. This is the one that the tenant owes us a load of money, and then has pretended they moved out in November when they didn't. God knows why they've pretended, but anyway, as expected, they've said they've left the keys in the key box, which we fitted. They removed it, and there's no key box, so probably posted the keys through. So we can't gain access now. Shocker. So we're gonna have to get the locksmith out so we can gain access. You know, some people, now excuse my language, are just cunts. They're just arseholes. And this tenant in particular and his crazy girlfriend are prime examples of it. Absolute prime examples of it. So it's not the end of the world, it's just more messing about, which is frustrating. But in all honesty, I didn't expect anything less. I really didn't, because I recall them removing the key box because there were buttholes, because we put it on for the last time they were meant to move out. But why message and said they've left the keys in the key box when they haven't? You know, it's just that sort of childish patheticness that you get from some people. So right, it's now 3:20 and I'm heading back home. I'm absolutely exhausted. I've not ate still, so I really need to get something in me. Got a mountain of work to get done before I go away on Sunday, which I don't know when I'm going to actually squeeze in, because I've got the kids tomorrow, so somehow find a way. First world problems, isn't it? I'm going on holiday for 5 days, can't really complain. So yeah, been a long afternoon. Left the house at 9:30 this morning because it takes me an hour to get to the gym when I'm over this way, and now I'm about 15 minutes from home. So yeah, get some bits done, call it an evening, and then try and get as much done as I possibly can tomorrow. Mainly prep for Monday, because obviously I'll be travelling Sunday morning. I'll be having a few beers, a lot of beers. So I won't have any time to do anything Sunday. So I need to make sure that for Monday morning, all the daily jobs lists are ready and that I've sent them Saturday, basically. So it's one thing I don't have to worry about. So there we go, day on the road. Oh, wrist's still wrapped up. Just falling to pieces, I'm a demic. Good afternoon and happy Saturday. I say happy, but this week has been absolutely, utterly shit. I've had a shocking week this week. It's been really, really bad. First bit is obviously, well, I've mentioned in the video, I've been ill all week. I'm still bloody ill. I've still got bad stomach. I'm still dying. Still can't eat anything. I had some tea last night. Woke up at about 3 a.m. in agony. So it's 20 to 4 now and I've had 2 pieces of toast. Because I really don't fancy being on an aeroplane with a bad tummy. Yeah, not the nicest place, is it, to not feel too good? So, no. Then the next bit of absolute shithousery, shitness. Yesterday I had a call from my mortgage broker. I'm going through the valuation on my apartments, which previous episodes I've mentioned didn't get the valuation I wanted, but it is what it is. But then I'm also going through 3 more property remortgages, so 3 terraced houses. So I've got 2 on Kime Street in Burnley and 1 on Queensberry Road in Burnley. So with these, I've borrowed cash from clients because I borrow cash over 12 months and then do whatever bits of work I need to do and then refinance. Anyway, both 2 of the properties, 1 on Kime and 1 on Queensberry, are on like a joint remortgage. And then my other one on Kime Street, I was just about to start the remortgage. And the valuations were this week, and the valuer has put them down at 60 grand. Never in a million years are they worth 60 grand. So that's put me in a predicament because I owe, including interest, obviously what I borrow my clients, I owe 58.5 on one and 61.5 on the other. So if I was going to remortgage, it's basically going to cost me, let's say, about 30 odd thousand I'd have to put in. So that's obviously not good because they're worth 70, 75 all day long. There's even stuff on the market at 70 and 75. But unfortunately, because I've timed the market absolutely perfect at rock bottom, the valuers, they ain't valuing them up. So you can't even buy stuff at turnkey, tenanted, at 60 grand. You just can't buy them. So it's the usual with the valuation. No explanation, no arguing, no nothing. Take it or leave it. So that put me in a serious predicament because the third property I've got on Kime Street, I owe, let me just have a quick look. I went through it all yesterday. you know, because it was a shit phone call and I was like, oh my God, what do I do now? So the other Kime Street I owe 65,800 on. So if that came back at 60, which it probably would, I'd really be in shit's creek. So I did mention previously I've got a client who's going to lend me 100 to buy something else. So I basically contacted him and said, look, you know, this has happened. These two properties, one on Kime, one on Queensberry, use his money to pay off the lenders that I owe, and I add a bit to it, and then just put it on a 2-year with him at 8% a year, which works out at, it's like £333.33 a month, which, to be fair, is only 20 quid more than what the mortgage would have been. So that then would give me until 2016, by which point, touch wood, we're hoping everything's back to normal. And then my other one on Kime Street, I spoke to the lender that I borrowed off and just extended it by 6 months. So that's going to cost me another couple of grand in fees, you know, in interest, but, you know, I'm not going to get any valuation right now, am I? I'm not going to, you know, I've just had 2 valued at 60, which is just appalling. So hopefully 6 months down the line, the market will look a bit better and I'll get a higher val. So yeah, that was a massive kick in my nuts. So I am definitely not buying anything this year. Definitely not. God, it's been a shit 18 months. It's been really, really challenging from a personal perspective. Valuations and whatnot. It's been a nightmare. So you've got to take the rough with the smooth. It's not the end of the world. But it is what it is. That's where I'm at. There's nothing I can do about it. I've managed to get a solution. So there we are. But I will clutch at some positivity. I will clutch at some positivity straws. The remortgage of my apartments. God, I can't talk today. I just checked the rates yesterday because I thought, well, might as well. The rate of the product I'm doing is now dropped to 5.69. So when I first started the remortgage, they were in the 7s. Then it went to 6.59, then 6.09, and now 5.69. So that's brilliant. I sat down and I worked it out. I'm currently paying £2,128 on my mortgage. And at the current rate, that had dropped down to 1,725. So what is that difference-wise? That's 402 quid a month saved. So, yeah, one tiny positive. Teeny tiny positive. But what I did do yesterday is I sat down, went through some numbers and whatnot, and basically what I'm going to do for this year upcoming. I'm not going to talk about it now because I've got a shitload of work that I need to get done because we fly tomorrow, and I've had the kids today and it's already 10 to 4 and I haven't packed my bag, and I need to get a load of work done. So I'll go into more detail about what I'm going to do and some numbers and that just to explain it. So yeah, that's pretty much crap week. So yeah, so I'd like to be able to talk about some positivity in my own property world, but recently it's just like someone just keeps giving me a kick, and then giving me another kick just for the hell of it. But as I said, what can you do? You know, it's the game we're playing. My game is buying in cash and refinancing. It's not worked this time, but it's worked on the other 20 odd. So yeah, but the thing is, I always advise clients to buy on mortgage for situations like this. So oh God, there we go. Anyway, so I'm about to crack on, get some work done, make sure all my Monday stuff's done job list wise for the lads, so I don't have to think about it Monday. Yeah, and then the next time you're going to see me, I'm going to be in Tenerife and it's 25 degrees. And this exact time tomorrow, I'll be round a pool drinking a cold beer, trying to forget the shit show that I've had in the last few months, because it's been one hell of a shit show. So yeah, there we go. So fuck this week. Yeah, so hope everyone has a good weekend and has had a far better week than me. I'm praying to God I feel better tomorrow. My head's banging. I'm actually hot. So bored of being sick, and I'm bored of property kicking my ass at the minute. So there we go. So bye bye.